Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good afternoon. Welcome to BCIT's The Crow. I'm Graciela Cruz Flores, and these are your news headlines at 12:30. E-bikes and scooters have become popular the past few years. However, there are still motor-operated, making them extremely fast and sometimes dangerous. Our reporter Isabella Vertone has more on this story.
E-bikes and electric scooters have been an environmentally friendly way of getting around in recent years. However, residents on the Lower Mainland say these riders go over the speed limit and don't follow road rules. Although these bikes aren't capable of matching vehicle speeds, they can be driven recklessly, according to Susie Spence, a resident of North Vancouver who lives in a neighborhood full of many schools.
And scooters, and I feel like there's a lack of knowledge of road rules, and I'm just worried one day I'm going to be phoning 911 because they just fly around the corners.
The accessibility to e-bikes has created a popular way of transportation. However, mounting concerns surrounding the safety and regulations need to be addressed. Isabella Vertone, BCIT News.
A retired judge is set to review an insufficient sexual misconduct penalty for a Vancouver police officer. Commissioner Prabhu Rajan says he's concerned the 10-day suspension without pay for police officer Kieran McConnell, who has since retired, does not fit the seriousness of his admitted misconduct. The commissioner has appointed former chief judge of the Provincial Court of BC, Carol Beard Ellen, to review the decision. In his first trial, McConnell admitted to committing misconduct involving co-workers as well as former students when he was a university instructor. The hearing concluded with Beard Ellen ordering that the police sergeant be demoted and suspended without pay for 20 days. The later report from Rajan's office says Beard Ellen has been tasked with reviewing the police disciplinary authority's decision to hand him a lesser penalty. In Edmonton, Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says teachers need to decide whether they want higher wages or more staff. The statement comes after their union announcement educators would hit picket lines by October 6th if their demands are not met. Smith says they can't eat their cake and eat it too.
We know that with the tight budget that we have, any additional dollars for salaries ends up taking away from our ability to hire more teachers. The union asked for us to pledge to hire 1,000 new teachers a year for the next 3 years. We did, and they broke off talks.
Alberta Premier says a strike would be very disruptive for children and their parents. The Canadian government has unveiled the first 5 projects on Ottawa's fast-track list aimed at strengthening the Canadian economy. Among those projects is an expansion of Port Montreal. Intergovernmental Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc says the announcement signals that Canada is ready to move forward.
We stand ready, the Major Projects Office stands ready, and the Government of Canada stands ready to ensure that the remaining approvals are expedited as quickly as possible.
Projects in BC, Ontario, and Saskatchewan have also been chosen to be fast-tracked. Premier Mark Carney says a second round of projects will be announced by late November. Today is a hard day in American history. The U.S. is commemorating the World Trade Center terrorist attack that occurred on September 11, 2001. And now, in the wake of conservative advocate Charlie Kirk's death, the Democratic National Committee headquarters received a bomb threat and vacated all staff members from the building. A spokesperson from the DNC announced the building received a non-credible bomb threat this afternoon. Capitol Police are conducting a sweep out of an abundance of caution. Bomb squad officials were seen responding to the incident. Ending with a quick weather report, we got some cloudy skies with a high of 17, but don't stress, it will be clearing up this afternoon. Expect the sunshine to continue all throughout the day with a high of 20. Thank you for tuning in. This has been your news headlines at 12:30. I'm Graciela Cruz Flores at BCIT's The Crow.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.